Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now before I get started, there are just a couple of things I want to mention. First off, I'm going to start off by saying a massive thank you again to everyone that has come up to me, that has messaged me, that has subscribed. We are only at 22 subscribers, but it's not that counts, it's the fact that you guys come back every week and show your support. So thank you to everyone. Number two, now I do want to start weekly uploads. This one will be uploaded this Monday, but after this week we're going to get a regular upload pattern of either Thursday or Sunday uploads, depending on which day I will get off at work, because I'm never guaranteed those days off. So yeah, just a massive thank you. Now this week I was going to do a video about sort of falling off the wagon and struggling and, you know, not being able to get back on your diet or your journey, and it's really hit me because that hit me a lot last week. I'm not going to be ashamed to say it. I did have a gain last week, £5, but that's okay because that's the third time I've ever gained. But this week instead, we're going to do the Slimming World tag that was made a couple of days ago by Jane Badders, and I've been tagged by a really nice lady named Adrian. I will leave her channel in the bar below. I can't link it, unfortunately. Her channel name on YouTube is Adrian Lee Davies. Now, I will leave her channel in the bar below, as I said. Unfortunately, I can't link because I don't have a camera. And just a quick thing, I will be getting a camera soon. I just need to wait to get paid from work. At the moment, I'm still recording on my iPhone 10, so hopefully the video quality isn't too bad. So without further ado, let's get started. Just a quick apology again. If I keep flicking to the side, my iPad is here and I'm reading the questions off from it. So yeah, bear with me. Number one, you're hosting a dinner party for some friends. What 3 Slimming World friendly dishes would you make? Now, I suppose if I'm honest, I'm not one for a full course meal. I like, you know, big portions, but I'm not one for 3-course dinners. But if I had to choose, for starters, I would either make a terrine, or I would use some pate, and that's also, those pate includes using your Healthy Bee option for some toast, or like snack breads, little crisp breads and bits. If not, I would maybe do some little canapes that we could do Slimming World friendly versions with some dips like hummus and stuff like that. For main, I would probably do a venison steak, or I would do so some, you know, crusted venison with some roast potatoes and roasted vegetables. If not, maybe some salmon, or chicken's always a safe way to go because you can you know, bacon is free on Slimming World as long as the fat cut off. So I could do a Slimming World version of a Hunter's chicken with some Slimming World chips and some vegetables, which always go down a treat. And for dessert, I would probably do an apple betty or a trifle, because you can make those Slimming World friendly and they are a great delicious substitute to the full VAT versions, and they taste just as good anyway. Now, number 2, you've forgotten your lunch. What would you grab from the supermarket? Now, Adrian mentioned this on her channel. If you go over and watch her video, you will find out what I mean. And ham. Ham is a big thing. I would always go and pick up a packet of ham or chicken because it is free on Slimming World. And a lot of sandwiches, you know, you only get a small amount of sins a day. A lot of sandwiches, sort of 20-30 sins, and it's just not worth having a sandwich. I mean, I suppose you could go and sort of, you know, if they've got like loose brown bread rolls, you could use that as your Healthy Bee option, and go and get some ham and some salad and make your own sandwich there, or you could make your own salad. But if you're like me, you know, you don't get that long on your lunch break, or your break at all, so you do choose to go for quick and easy options. Number 3, supermarket sweep. You've got 60 seconds to grab as much Slimming World friendly food as you can. What do you grab? Again, going back to ham and the meat aisle, that is a lot of Slimming World friendly. Probably cheese, because you can have 40 grams a day as your Healthy A option. And I really like melted cheese. One of my favourite dishes is Slimming World chips and melted cheese, with some speed food. If not, maybe brown breads. Brown bread's a good safe one because you can use it as your healthy B option again. Milk's always a good one. I always quite like the pasta and sauce made by Bachelors. They are only half a cent a packet, so that's not too bad, but they're not free, so you do have to watch out for them a little bit. Now, number 4, a new member has joined. What piece of advice would you give them? Now, if you watch a couple of my previous videos, you know that for someone who's just starting, I would say your head has got to be in the right place. If you are not doing it for you, if you are not doing it because you want to be on a journey and, you know, you're doing it for someone else, it will not work. And I promise you, it's just not worth even trying to, because you're not in the right frame of mind. You're not going to want to, you know, I mean, maybe it'll work for a couple of weeks, but after a while you are going to fall off the wagon and it is going to be a struggle. So I will always say to someone, make sure your head is in the right place. Number 5, do you exercise? And if so, what do you do? Now, I am quite lucky that I have done a lot of my weight loss with just changing my dietary requirements with Slimming World. I have upped my exercise. I do walk a lot more. I do go out a lot more, but I don't necessarily go to the gym, because a lot of times when you do introduce the gym into your diet and into your journey, sometimes, you know, you can maintain, sometimes you can put on, because obviously you're retaining fluids and it disheartens people. I'm not saying don't do it, I'm not saying don't exercise, I'm just saying do what you feel is best. But some people have great results on the gym, but personally I just up my exercise by doing walking, maybe a light bit of swimming, or something like that. You know, I would always say start small and aim big, and go from there really. Now, number 6, whereabouts on yourself have you noticed you've lost weight the most? Now, for me, I have noticed, although I've still got a belly, it's shrunk. It doesn't hang, you know, it doesn't overhang, it doesn't pop out as much as it used to. And my face, I've noticed on my face that I've got quite a, you know, I can see bones now where I couldn't never see that before. Yeah, my face and my belly are my main areas where I have seen a significant amount of change. So yeah, that's where I mainly notice. I mean, it might be different for some other people, but that's just personally for me. Now, number 7, do you have any weigh day rituals? Yes, I do. I don't really call them rituals, but I won't eat until I've been weighed, and I will wear the same thing every time. I won't change what I wear. Bearing in mind the shorts are too big for me now, but I just kind of deal with it, just pull them up as high as I can. I will weigh in the same thing every day, every weigh day, every Thursday at 9 o'clock. I will weigh in the same pair of clothes, because that's just my one ritual that I've always done whenever I've started a journey or a weight loss journey. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any rituals. Let me know. It'll actually be interesting to see what our rituals are and how different they are compared to everyone else's. And I shouldn't really say this, but my other ritual is on a Thursday I lay back a little bit, and sometimes I go for dinner with my friend Kaz and her mum Anita. Sometimes I go for lunch with them, and it's really, really nice. So I shouldn't, but I do. So yeah. Number 8, what meal would you cook if you had a budget of $7.50? Now this one for me is quite hard. I would personally, a go-to meal for me would be some Hunter's chicken, because you can do it quite cheap. As long as you've got some of the, you know, some of the ingredients are quite cheap. If not, maybe a shepherd's pie. That one could be quite cheap. It's not very expensive. If not, maybe a Slimming World chili or a curry, because all those dishes that I've just mentioned, you can, well, maybe not the Hunter's chicken as much, but you can reuse, you can freeze, you can whack it out for another day. So if you do struggle with sort of batch cooking, I will say it's a lifesaver. So those are my main go-to dishes if I was on a budget of £7.50. And number 9, have you kept any of your old clothes from when you started your journey? And yes, I have. If you guys would like me to do a video on, you know, my old clothes and how big they are on me now, and things like that, I think that'd be a great way to show you guys what a difference it's really made to my life. As I said, I'm going from a 5 to 4XL to a 2XL, from a 64-inch waist to a 40-inch waist. Like I said, I did gain last week, so it has set me back. I have only now lost 6 stone 3, but it's okay because we're getting back on track this week. So yeah, if you guys would like me to do a video on my old clothes, please just say down in the comments, and that would be great. And finally, number 10, sum up your journey in 3 words. And for me, fun, I would say tough or challenging, and to sum it up on a final word, I would probably say I don't really know. It's a struggle. So fun, challenging and tough, and enjoyable. I have enjoyed every single minute of it. Yeah, it's been a great way to sort of help me boost my confidence, and yeah, to see the smile on my face and to know that I helped some of you guys has been fantastic. It has been brilliant, and I've loved every single minute of it. So that has been the Slimming World tag, guys. I'm not too sure who I'm going to tag. I don't really have anyone I can tag, actually. I tell you what, if I find anyone to tag, I will contact them through other means of social media, or I'll comment on their YouTube videos and I'll put it down in the description that I have tagged them, because I'm not too sure who to tag really, or who I can tag. If I find any more Slimming World YouTubers, then I'll probably tag them. And it'd be nice to get to know people and their different versions of the questions asked here. So I would just like to say thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Keep being you, keep being awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.